Hello everybody, Frouwo here. Gonna be bringing you day number 3 of the Starladder Star Series LAN Finals. Gonna be in the losers bracket game with Sigma.int versus Navi here. Gonna hop right into the draft now with the bans from Sigma being the Enchantress, the Visage, Io, as well as Crystal Maiden. Navi banning out the Bane, the Nature's Prophet, the Pugna, and the Mirana. Picks thus far for Sigma have been the Alchemist, the Venomancer, the Luna, and the Bat Rider. And Navi sitting on the Invoker, the Timbersaw, the Chen currently, and about to pick up their 4th hero in the draft. But Sigma looking to bounce back and get into that grand final after being knocked out by Lions. Maybe want to try and get their revenge. Navi, however, fighting back after losing to Sigma in that semi-final. So Navi gonna try and get revenge themselves in this best of 3. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. Navi having a really impressive performance on day 2. Really picking up where it seems they failed on day 1, to put it bluntly, to be honest. But Navi picking up the Rubik as their 4th pick. Balls in Sigma's court now with that last ban out from them coming soon. But Sigma not looking strong at all versus Alliance on day 2. Alliance seeming to have figured them out and just straight up wiping them in the 2-0 series. But that Alchemist, something that's been tried and true for Sigma throughout this entire tournament, really. Every single game, really. Every single game we see that Alchemist being in the first 2 picks. I really just wanted to see it banned out at this point. It's getting really overdone. But Gyro being banned out by Sigma and TA banned out by Navi. So Sigma going to be looking for that mid hero now. Really Navi not believing that the Bat Rider will be mid, so I'll take their word for it, or take their belief for it. And Sigma now waiting on their last hero. Gonna pick up the Abaddon, so that bird definitely gonna be mid then. The Luna, like it can be the carry. I'm not sure how the lanes are going to work out, though. I'll wait and see. Sigma certainly throwing a curveball here in that last pickup. Could always be a carry Abaddon. Would be quite the sight to see, or Alchemist could be the carry as well. But Navi now debating their last pickup with the Abaddon being picked. And Navi again just doing very well on day 2. Really fantastic play coming out of them, specifically, especially Kurikai. Again on that Visage, which is so good. As you can see, banned up by Sigma in the first banning phase. We're also banning out Puppy's Enchantress, so both too spooky for the Frenchman. And Navi, 15 seconds left on that draft timer. Gonna see what they pick up last.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And it can be the lifestealer for Host. So a very traditional pick for Host in that lifestealer. Is playing against the Bat Rider, so that magic community not going to help too much as far as disables go. Alchemist and Venomancer slow actually going through the rage as well. So yeah, lifestealer still a decent pickup though. Does have all that magic community, really good. Doesn't need to build that BKB that most carries do. So we're gonna wait a bit for the teams to get their heroes chosen. So Fada gonna be playing that mid Bat Rider. It seems picking it up now. And Denny, of course, on that mid Invoker once again.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, though. So, Miguel, it seems, going to be playing the Venomancer this game instead of fucking Mad. But let's go through the rest of the hero introductions for Sigma. Cassie's Clay
Prepare for battle.
being Saksha enjoys changing his name around very much. And Miggle, as I said, playing the Venomancer, fucking mad on the other Batten. Fata on the Bat Rider. And Paz gonna be playing the Alchemist. Havos, in the meantime, gonna be playing the Lifestealer. Funnick on the Timbersaw. Dendi, of course, on that Solemnid Invoker. And Puppy gonna be playing his infamous Chen. Kurokai playing his Invoker now. Sigma, Navi, mirrored into each other here. Havost, slowly walking away, staying out of range of all of Sigma. Maybe taunting them a bit. Miguel really wants to try and get a Gale off here, and Havost saying the mannered please no go, please don't attack, and Sigma just gonna back off after Havost asks them not to attack him. And seems
The battle begins.
Miguel gonna wait for that for the rune. Double damage. Miguel gonna be able to pick it up. Gale going on Puppy now. Miguel gonna try and right click Puppy down as well as he can, chunking him at this point. Slowed up and denied by Havost. Havost with the big plays early on in the game. Managed to deny him even with the double damage Venomancer and the Batten right next to him. So well done by him. Essentially no loss for Puppy. Puppy just gonna return to the woods and be ready. Pause out from Sigma, however. So gotta hold on as fucking mad restarts to fix a graphical bug on Kurokai. Sporting his magnificent Rubik's set. And we're ready to go already. So let's get out of this feature mode. And so we're gonna read up the lanes now. Funnick gonna be on that solo top, fighting up against the Luna and Paz. Fata, of course, in the mid matchup against Dendi. Havost, Miggle in the lane against with fucking mad. So Havost may have a bit of trouble here dealing with double slows, one coming off the Curse of Avernus, not used yet by fucking mad, but certainly something to be wary of. And Havost and company gonna chase after Sigma, get him out of this lane. Kurokai going to chase him away as well. Havost, farming up in lane. So let's go to one of the more prevalent matchups, the mid lane. Dendi with 7 stacks of napalm on him. That's quite a bit. 8 now. Jeez. Gonna wait for that to wear off. 8 is, I guess, too much for Dendi at this point. And Dendi going for the early Forward Spirits as well as the Sunstrike. Forward Spirits very popular among these mid players as of late. Really gives them that extra lasting potential that Invoker lacks. An additional 29 actually. And Dendi specifically gonna scout the Invis top with the Forward Spirit. Just denies it. Doesn't want Fada to get his hands on that rune. And Dendi bringing his boots out to him now. Fada gonna fly up using that Firefly and start zoning out Dendi a bit with the sticky napalm. Dendi really can't play too aggressively with the Firefly up and the napalm on him. He could easily die if he overextends just the slightest bit. But Funnick fighting up against Saksha in this top lane. And Kurokai, Puppy, chasing away Sigma once again from Havost on this bottom lane. And yeah, pretty much all that's happening right now. Batten really not doing too much in this lane. an aggressive Venom that, say, run in and have the Aphotic Shield on him isn't going to do too much. He could slow and really hope for shield to pop as he's in range, but not something like a Weaver or that type of hero that's just super mobile and can Sakuchi in, have the shield pop, and just do tons more damage. The meantime, mid lane going pretty evenly. Dendi, though, sticky napalmed up. Pup, in the meantime, getting the top rune. Or getting the first blood top. And subsequently falling to a rotation from Pause. And Miggle now getting lots of right clicks on him from Havost. Puppy gonna stun with the Centaur. Havost now killing, or nearly getting the last hit on Miggle, being finished off by Puppy, however. And it seems Navi trading evenly in the top lane. Actually, benefit towards Navi in that sense, as Venomancer and I believe the Abaddon went down. So, good trade to them. Chen dying, not the biggest of issues. And we're gonna have a pause from Havost. No reason specified yet. Again, mid lane going swimmingly for both heroes, even CS at this point. Both carries very close to the number of last hits they have as well. Both not able to get that last hit on the siege creep, however, so a little bit of less gold for him. Fucking mad. Pause in the meantime, rotating mid. I'm not gonna look for a kill here on Dendi in the meantime, though. Or are they? Pause, looping around now. All the way. Boone being very important. Doesn't want Dendi to see him. And no, just gonna work his way top as Funnick is trying to harass him as much as possible. And pause. Charging up the stun now. Funnick gonna be stunned up here. And it goes down to one last right click from the Alchemist. Luna spamming out that Lucent Beam and certainly getting him a bit lower, but Sigma gonna get a kill on that solo lane Timber Saw. Funnick teleporting straight back to the lane. Doesn't want to miss out on any experience. And Kurokai, Puppy looking to go mid. On to Fata. Fata are playing back very far. And I'm gonna drop a branch for that clarity. And Navi deciding not to go on Fata, not seeing him in lane. At least close enough to a point where they could gank him up. Meantime, Havost hitting level 6, working towards a Midas. Soxer in the meantime just finishing up Tread, so no Midas from him. Havost looking much further into the late game. Not really Lifestealer's strong suit, however, in the late game. Luna's much more favored. But, it's tough to really put my analysis on this kind of thing, but pause. Meantime, I'm going to stun up Funnick on the top lane. Going to be lassoed up by Fata. Fata getting the last hit onto Funnick. Funnick going down for the second time after he's stunned from pause. And the lasso expended from Fata. But as far as the whole Luna versus Lifestealer thing, in a 1v1 fight, I guess really Lifestealer would be able to handle a Luna. But as far as a team fight goes, Luna can do loads of AoE damage, of course, with the glaives, as well as the ultimate. So Lifestealer, more or less being a single target, single damage hero, can easily be kited if Venomancer manages to get all the slows on him. So playing for late game, not the worst idea, but not the best idea, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to debate for it,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
especially when Sigma really is one of those heroes or one of those teams that like to put on so much early pressure. But it seems Navi still managing to, oh jeez, and a third pause in this game. Just don't freeze it. Nunju pomosh. So assuming that means something froze? Or someone froze. That wasn't him. Not 100% sure. But it's going to give us some time to discuss item choices thus far by the team, by the players. Really nothing to discuss on certain heroes that just have brown boots. Alchemist going to, of course, work towards the medallion, as he always does. Phonic not getting any arcanes yet. Very disappointing for him. Usually has him by the 6-minute timer, but as, of course, falling twice. Dendi getting the Force Staff. And Chen, thus far, working just straight towards the mech, it seems, having 1400 gold nearly in the bank. Gonna farm up this large creep camp. Kurokai giving him a clarity. And smoke purchased on Fata. May go for a kill here on Dendi with it. Or just save it for a gank. Actually, did he even pick it up? Yeah, he did. Figured he could just left in the base for a support as well, but whatever. Niccolo, like, really farming up on this Venomancer, so gonna be interesting to see what he does. Vos, meanwhile, infesting a creep, pops out, full life, balanced hero. Ice Frog, please fix. And Gale from Miggle hitting out on Havost. Havost gonna be slowed up mighty well now, taking lots of damage there. Look to rotate into the woods to get some of the life steal on the larger creeps, but not gonna be able to for now. And no, we're not gonna bother with that for now, just because he can build that belt of strength into really anything. Dendi now should have the Force Staff in 2, 1. There we go. Buys the Force Staff recipe. Meanwhile, Sigma rotating towards that middle lane. Actually waiting for the rune. Kurokai was spotting him. May lift and throw someone on the cliff, but the poison sting from the play, we're going to slow him down too much and doesn't really want to try and force it. Head root stop. Fada manages to grab it. Funic not getting there in time. Fucking mad now sitting mid. Miggle at the tower. Gonna build up the mechanism, it seems. 2 mid now for Sigma.
I say no.
And Dendi having his Force Staff ready. And they're gonna pop the Forward Spirits. Start CSing from a distance as Lasso from Feta could spell his death. Medallion now finished on the Alchemist, who's back in base. Blink Tiger now finished on Fata as well, so Sigma getting a whole lot scarier with that blink on Bat Rider. Did he play very passively in the lane, sitting really close to his Chen behind it, or really next to the tier 1 tower. But Paz, as well as Fata, going to rotate towards the bottom lanes, it seems. And Fata again with his blink. And they know Havost is here. Fata may go for the blink, as he could know that Havost is farming up the camp spot. Blinks grabs Kurokai instead. Kurokai gonna be in trouble now. Stun from Paz. And one last record from Fata brings him down. Plague Wards, however, picked up by Kurokai before he dies, not being able to put him up to too much use. gonna 1v1 his ward with the other ward though. Seemingly, Wiggle's ward gonna win as he does have the Poison Sting passive. I'm not sure 100% if it applies to the wards though. Timbersaw picking up the Invis Room top. Could see a gank here on the Luna if he gets in range, but with that ult up, could end up killing himself and spam out onto Funnick from the Luna. Funnick turning around pretty much instantly, popping the Invis now. And Funnick stalking Pod's top. Pod's taking a lot of damage now. Timber Chain, Chakram, Whirling Blades, not enough. Sunstrike from Denny hitting Paz. Funnick gonna be able to clean him up as well as the Chen and Kurikai. So a full team effort there from Navi to bring down that Alchemist.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Miggle now going to start the push on the tier 1 bottom. Sigma going to try and catch anyone rotating down. Dendi may be the victim of this. Dendi actually just going to farm up that creep camp, however.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Funnick Lifestealer bombing the Luna, and Timbersaw going down to the Luna ult. Havos, however, going to clean up Luna. In exchange, stun from Paz, having it but not throwing it. And Navi trading 1-for-1 there. Funnick for the Luna. But getting the tower bottom, or top as well. Tower, by the way, bottom, definitely going down the middle, now having his mech. Vada's sitting about 1300 gold. And Puppy. I figured that Paz would have teleported out of that top area, but turns out just falling to the Lifesteal as well as the Chen Hellbear. So it's Sigma losing 2 on that top lane now. Vada flying up, does have lasso, could blink on Dendi and go for the kill, but Dendi playing again very passively underneath his tower. But in the meantime, we're just going to work towards the woods and expend that Firefly on some creeps. Tavos now? Attacking a creep Puppy seemed to have wanted. This Puppy now with a full army, 2 Centaurs and a Hellbear. Going to look to rotate mid, it seems. And Pause, gonna head towards the mid lane actually. Get a little bit more experience in creeps. Sigma though, smoking up. May look to go in the Roshan pit here. No words from Navi, so they're just gonna have to feel it out if they do. But a ward placed in the pit by Navi, so they may have the strangest of feelings that Sigma may be heading over there, but smoke on the bottom lane. Fata, as well as Paz, rotating down. Gonna look to maybe kill Funnick. And blink from Fata. Fata lassoing up Funnick. Stun out from Paz. And Funnick going down once again. 0-4 for him now. 3 hits on that top lane, that one just now. Really being shut down this game by Sigma. No love for Funnick this game, it seems. And meanwhile, in the top lane, Havost gonna go on the Luna. Sunstrike from Dendi missing, but not gonna matter anyway. Photic Shield from Abaddon would have saved her most likely anyway. Armlet nearly ready for Havost. Also having the drums up now. Mech up on the Chen. And Kurikai just sitting on the Arcane Boots. Force Staff now up on the Bat Rider. But of course, still being very underfarmed, only has those Arcane Boots as of right now. Miggle stacking up boards in the Roshan pit. That's been paused, sit in the mid lane. Protecting that tower. Navi gonna rotate top, however, and look for Saksha working towards the BKB, going to rotate over into the Roshan pit, and likely Sigma going to try and get this Aegis. Word from Navi though, certainly going to spot it out. And with that range, Navi must know that Sigma's here, Sigma's doing Roshan, and they need to stop it unless the Aegis wants to be given to Sigma. Pausing these words for such a long time, I do apologize. Extremely exhausted from all the tournaments this weekend. It's just so many. But blinking from Frouwo on Havost. Havost now lassoed up in a bit of trouble. Sunstrike missing on to Saksha. Saksha going to drop now, however, expending the Aegis pretty much instantly. Havost in the meantime going to almost kill Paz. Miggle now in trouble, but Luna in a bit more. Havost diving all the way into the base, just going to teleport out now, it seems. Stun from Frouwo, they're not going to let him do that. And Funnick going to try and get some damage on the Miggle as well as Saksha here, but not going to get a kill. Luna killing the Lifestealer with that last Lucent Beam. So Havost diving very deep there for the Alchemist kill, and Ping with his life. Stun out from Frouwo preventing that teleport. So Havost going down in the fight while Saksha managing to live, although the Aegis was expended. Not a trade you want to make. Carry for no carry. But BKB up now on the Luna. Gonna see much more stronger fighting potential out of her. And Navi in the meantime going to rotate towards the mid lane. May look for a gank here on Miggle or Paz. Gale going up for Miggle, missing on Puppy. Miggle going to start setting up a defense line as he is indeed fearing the push from all these summons. Acid Spray goes down and Centaurs move out of it. Don't want to go in that, fearing for their life. But Navi not going to be able to push, it seems. The Acid Spray and wards being too much for them. However, Necro 1 is now up on Dendi. Necro 2 rather. So now he's certainly looking towards the push in this game. Sigma really with the anti-push with the wards with the Acid Spray, gonna prevent Navi from pushing in too far. Fought in the meantime, playing very far up. Navi spotting that trail out ends. Just cool stuff up from Dendi. Whatever, gonna make it out. And Host infesting inside Funnick. Funnick going to likely Timber Chain up onto Miggle and blow him up if he can. And let's see. Chain. Funnick still with Xbox, or Havost rather, inside him. Havost popping out as Fada blinks in. Fada Luna popping the ult rather, and Puppy going down. Being blown up by that ultimate, and Pause. Alchemist getting a double kill with his stun, I believe, just before he died. Luna stolen by Kurikai. Kurikai doing loads of damage, getting the kill on the Bat Rider. Actually, given to credit to Dendi. But actually, 4 there going down for Navi. Navi now in trouble as the mid tower going to be under siege from the Sigma lineup. Wards, as well as the heals going out from fucking Mad. Just infinite push potential. As long as there's no enemy heroes they have to fight into. So a 4 for 2 there for Sigma. Getting the mid tower as well, defending their own. Would be a good time to look at that gold graph. Navi previously being the lead, however after that fight, having that lead as well in the experience department. But that fight turning around on both terms for Sigma. Funnick finally getting a point booster up. Goodbye a Vit booster as well now. Still gonna need the Perseverance after that, but certainly a very late timing for the Bloodstone regardless. But that BKB in that last fight proving vital to Luna's survival. Allowed her to get that all off and just blow up a lot of Navi. Drums up on Miggle and Fata. Really has nothing new. Still has the Force F and the Blink. Kurkai or Chenra, they're going to be working towards the Necro. Vost likely going to be working towards that Basher. Or the Sangenyasha. We'll have to wait and see. Could be actually be working towards the Necro, who knows. Far in the meantime, gonna Firefly up. Get some last hits. And Denny now gonna start fighting from behind. Navi, though, a great come from behind team, especially with their impact heroes like the Timbersaw, like the Invoker. And Evo's only going to get more and more farmed as the game goes on. But we'll have to catch up and keep pace with Luna. Luna now sitting on 2.60 gold as well as a Hamlet Dominator and BKB. So certainly not to be trifled with here. And pause. Picking up a plate mail. Some team farming at the Ancients for Navi. And see, both teams just content with farming up for the time being. 23 minutes in the game. Even on towers for both sides. Roshan down for another 6 to what? 10 minutes, I'd say. I think that's the spread. This mid tower, maybe pushed by Navi. It's pretty low, 65 from the deny threshold. 130 life left, or 195 left. Life left, rather. And Navi just gonna sit mid, meander a bit as they wait for his Sigma to engage, it seems, because they do not want to engage into those wards once again. Still not gonna dive into the tower again after what happened last time as well. If we look at our kills, deaths, and assists, Saksha sitting on top with 5 kills. Only 1 death on him. Really, otherwise, most heroes having more than 1 death. Denny over has 1 death as well, being in that mid lane. Really surprised because of how aggressive Sigma usually plays and how often they usually gank the mid lane. But Navi gonna wrap around here, look for Miggle, look for Luna rather. Luna in a whole bunch of trouble, just blown up. Oh my god. Instantly. Instant death from Shaksha. Puppy, Phonic, and company showing that their burst potential is just insane. Especially from that Timbersaw. Then you're going to teleport top, defend that tower from Fata in the incoming creep wave. Fata not going to try and get a solo kill there. The rest of Navi ever going to look to maybe push mid. No, rather Kurikai just trying to steal a spell. Grabs the Mist Coil. And then he denying the tower top. So, Luna, as I mentioned, she only having 1 death, gets the 2nd death very quickly soon afterwards, but with that death, Vost now gonna surpass her in net worth. Dandy now catching up to wherever, and Navi going to rebound in the gold graph and slightly in experience, so good for them. Certainly what they needed. Roshan going to be scouted out by Dendi. Not up yet, not for another, what's that, like 15 seconds and another 20 seconds, so 30 seconds at this point, and counting down. Barry gonna grab a regen rune top as Sigma begins to collapse on Dendi in this top lane. She's gonna teleport out, and no reaction from Sigma. Don't have any eyes on him, so just gonna let him go. And we're gonna try and chase down these Force Spirits as well as the Necromancer, already getting that one that transmutes so much damage. And in the meantime, on the bottom lane, Miggle gonna go down, lifted by Kurikai. Fucking mad, popping the borrowed time, and Dendi lassoed up by Fata. Dendi in a bit of trouble. Force is out, however, and Vos gonna go on them next. Funnick, meanwhile, blowing up the Abaddon. Sunstrike from Dendi, missing on the Alchemist, and the Batrider dropping. Paz gonna drop to Dendi as well, so a 4-0 team wipe as Sigma caught a position there for this bottom tower engagement, all having teleport in and really not being able to teleport in on time. Well, this creep gonna go down, belonging to Loon, of course, so that intersect not really gonna happen. Only one sec there anyway. Dendi and crew gonna head to the Roshan pit as Saksha can't really do anything. Gonna work towards the butterfly though. Almost has it. Another 700 gold away. Just needs that quarterstaff at this point. And Sigma really want to contest this, but not gonna be able to get there in time. Havos picking up that Aegis. And Navi gonna rotate bottom once again. Looking for another tier 2 tower. Rightfully so, as they are very much in the lead, can take these pushes. But Fata looking for another lasso, finds Dendi once again. Dendi this time may go down, not able to force that out, stunned up by Paz. Funnick may go down here as well from the poison. But Timber training his way as fast as he can. Havos gonna find Saksha. Saksha popping the ult. Havos now being stunned up by Paz. And ult really going a lot onto Necro creeps there. Havos in the meantime still chasing. Gonna open wounds on Fata. Rubik casting that the what's it called? Fade Bolt onto Luna, getting that kill, securing it, and Miggle barely going down here to the Chen, actually, the Chen Necro units. And Tavost now has an Abyssal Blade as well as that Aegis. Kurikai gonna make it out with his own Aphotic Shield, but a Navi losing 2 there. As Sigma loses 4. Teleported back from Denny though, has the Breach Travel up as well as a Perseverance, Force Staff, and Necro 3. Kurikai still sitting on the urn, and Funnick finally getting that Bloodstone and also a Blink. And Funnick gonna make sure fucking Mad dies here. Borrowed time, however, letting survive for much longer than one would expect. Kurikai, however, lasted up by Fata, easy kill for Fata, but Paz trying to come in as well. Not gonna be able to, just backing off. Tower went down in the bottom lane, however, for Sigma. Funnick and company going to retreat. Vost dangerously farming these ancients. Letting the Nectarians take him up really, but could have taken a hit there and possibly died. A little bit spooky by him. Chen now with the Necro 3 as well. Necro 3 is really very popular in this tournament. Certainly being built at least by 1 year every single game, I believe. But the recent buffs just really making it much stronger. And really, there's no hero on Sigma that can efficiently build a Fusel Blade to just make those minions pop and disappear. Miguel now working towards the Aghanims. Gonna take up a bit with that. Fucking Mad really having no item progression at all. It just has the Staff of Wizardry still. Fata now working towards a Ori Club, I would assume, or not an Ori Club, he has an Ori Club, but rather a BKB, which used an Ori Club to create it. Kurikai seems gonna work towards a, I'd assume Aghanims. Maybe, we'll see. Aghanims, Rubik, of course, does give an Aghanims upgrade to all the spells he steals if they use the Aghanims upgrade. I'm finding an Alpha Wolf and gonna have it forward for the time being, and finishing up that Eagle Song now, Quarterstaff on the Courier. Pause, like you're gonna be building towards that Shiva's Guard. Gonna still need, nope, just the extra 600 for the recipe, so being able to purchase that Mystic Staff now. And then I'm gonna kill some Ancients, Get some more farm up on her. Having the butterfly now gonna be much more survivable. The refresher can actually come up on Dendi. Working towards it slowly, just needs the Oblivion Staff at this point. Has everything else, Perseverance and the recipe. And Navi gonna push down this tier 2 mid and taking it without having to engage. Navi now just gonna meander mid for a bit, decide whether or not they want to push, and Host again investing inside of Funnick. I guess trying to bait the lasso out from Fata onto Funnick, as Funnick inherently tanky and the life sort of waiting to pop out. But refresher now up on Dendi, so Dendi gonna be ready to do those insane sick combos that everyone loves and enjoys. Navi, instead of pushing mid, however, gonna work towards that top lane. Strategical decision by them if they decide to do it, but indeed do not, and just Host gonna back off and farm a bit more. And just the rest of Dendi and company just gonna continue meandering. Host about to lose that Aegis, so Roshan gonna be up in another 6 to 10 minutes. Rather, 4 to 10 minutes. 4, 2, that's 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That means 3 minutes. Right? No, that's 2 minutes, my bad. And 2 minutes, and then it can go from what? An additional no time to up to 4 minutes, so anywhere from 2 minutes to 6 minutes. Heh, there we go. In the meantime, gone up pawn by Funnick. Funnick gonna be harassed with that stun out from Fata. And Aghanim's now on Miggle, so that ultimate gonna be just that bit more potent. And Hyperstone actually, or Assault Chaos rather, being picked up by Pause instead of that Shiva's Guard I was referencing earlier. Really want to go for the aura of attack speed increase and the armor reduction for those big team fights that they've been having lately. And Fata now 300 off the Mytho Hammer, another 400 off for that recipe. Gonna be a while before he gets that BKB. And really Navi just being able to farm up all across the map as Sigma really confined to their base. Gold ref tells it though. Navi now 17,000 ahead as far as gold. And XP another 15,000. So Navi running away with this game after those consecutive team fights in the mid lane. They're all around the map. And the Roshans, all that sort of stuff. Host, however, now being the point to where he's almost, I wouldn't, no, not even close to 6 solid, but now having 2 big items up, the Abyss Blade as well as the Assault Cuirass, but having the supporting cast of the armlet, of the drums, and the phase boots always nice to see as well. In the meantime, looking mid for any Navi hero, but Kurikai making it away, blinking away even. And Roshan going to respawn in 1 minute now. Let's see, it's going to go from there to there, so that's 1 minute, and then the extra 13 seconds going to be tacked on between there and there. And Havo's going to go up on Pause. Pause slowly falling, heals up from a bad and not going to be enough. Miggle now next to drop, it seems. Host getting, or nearly getting 2 kills there. Funnick cleaning up that second one, and Navi going to just push in the bottom lane. May try to force a Raxing here as Miggle not being there, not being that thorn, and Navi's pushing attempts. Just gonna go for it. Yep, Necro is popped by Puppy as well as Dendi. Tower slowly taking damage. Fucking mad, as well as Saksha just gonna sit far back. Fata gonna be the person to watch here, but Navi gonna take an easy melee and range racks here.
Dire's bottom
I'm actually going to rotate straight for the mid. So Navi going for a double raxing here, as again Sigma can't really engage into this.
Dire's middle barracks
Frouwo, however, gonna lasso up Havost taking a lot of damage from that Luna, now going down. Melee Rex in the meantime going down, however, so Navi trading Havost for the Rax, certainly worth it. And Dendi, Tornado, Refresher now. Dendi actually stunned up, so can't cast the rest of his combo. Dendi Ghost walking up, but sent back by Puppy. Dendi not being able to execute the full combo there, not getting too much damage done to the enemy team. Disappointing to see, really, and a bad in the meantime, just blown up by Funnick once again. Havo still buying back, now sitting on 600 gold, but the buyback expended. No unreliable gold for him. Roshan is now back up, but Navi not interested. Top racks much more potent of an issue, realizing that Sigma cannot really contest them with all these necros. Jump in by Funnick, and Havos blowing up the Bat Rider. Now Luna gonna take a bunch of damage, start running away. Miggle now stunned up by the Life Stealer of Havost. Havost destroying the top tower, Luna falling, and GG coming out from Sigma as the final lane of racks start going down. So Navi winning this first game 1-0 over Sigma in this best of 3. Winner moving on to the grand final game against Alliance, and loser, of course, being eliminated. So well done by Navi, controlling those team fights in the mid game to push themselves, propel themselves into that late game victory, or late mid game victory. But this was Frouwo casting this game for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did really enjoy it, if you did enjoy it, like, share, subscribe, that kind of stuff. If you didn't enjoy it, I appreciate constructive criticism. You can contact me via Twitter, via YouTube, as well as Twitch. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in game 2. But in the meantime, have a nice day. Goodbye.